every now and then you see, a classic from our childhood being remade. It sort of ties into the whole, not outlier thing, but just, you have like this original movie and it did so well or it's such a fan favorite. People want to remake it or copy it or replicate it. Indiana Jones, for example, they're making another one. Obviously, it's not going to be the best, but because it has such like a cult following, it's almost like they just want to feed into that in a way. So whether it's just a cash grab or an actual creative outlet, it's just people are still pulling inspo from the past.
It's like business. The difference between customer acquisition and customer retention. And it's just the same, but with IP. It's easier to get someone to come to an IP of a franchise that they already know and love, as opposed to trying to sell them on a brand new thing. I watched that new trailer, Zack Snyder's
Rebel Moon,
which is I think it's going to be a trilogy or some sort of saga, but it's a brand new world, a brand new creation. And to get people to buy into that is a big deal. Look at Avatar. It's a lot to have something so gigantic for everyone to fall in love with.
Yes.
And be like a generational thing that's passed down to kids because it's such a fan favorite. It's much easier to just do remakes and hope that it's going to do well with the previous audience, is what I'm saying. Like customer retention, customer acquisition, getting someone new or keeping someone coming back.
No, that makes sense, because if someone like Star Wars, tried and true, you have fans, people are going to watch the content no matter what. Harry Potter, HBO has signed on to a new series. They know people love the books. They know the game did really well, so they're going to have something successful in their hands. Avatar just built up its following. It was like the first sort of 3D movie. It did really well, so then they have that. So having, and I think there's been a couple of movies here and there that try to do the whole new world building. Even Dune is based off a book. Like, it's not exactly new. It's got that fan base.
Yeah.
So it'd be very challenging to get people to, like you're saying, buy into something brand new, be invested, but also be invested long term. So it has to be something...
Especially with movies.
Yes.
TV, like Silo, for example, is based on books as well. But you can watch it all in 10 weeks and you've got 10 hours of content. With the movies, you got to sell them in an hour and a half, 2 hours. You have to get them into the cinema. You have to sell them that way.
Or even Marvel, they had the comic books and stuff as well. So I feel like Rebel Moon's based on something, but I think Rebel Moon just sounds like a Star Wars thing.
Exactly.